This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up.
She said she doesn't really remember dating Stevie J.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. You know, I showed her how to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? I raised her.
Oh my God.
Can you say more about that, sir?
Oh my God.
You know, we dated for a while. You know, when I met her, she came into my living room with cut-off jean shorts and Timberlands. I turned into a Chanel, Fendi, Prada, Louis girl.
Wow.
But I love her. That's my baby. You know what
I don't know if it's mutual, dog. All right, but we gonna move on because there's one more thing I gotta talk about.
I bought those gray minks she had on right there.
I wouldn't be claiming that if I was you right now, dog. I don't know
why
the minks
not.
wasn't so fresh.
That's a clip from the brand new show VH1 Live, which airs every Sunday at 10 p.m. only on VH1. Heather B, this is a man that I've admired for many years.
Yeah.
Just for his contribution to the culture, but also his accomplishments as an individual. This guy was a professor at Temple University. Let me name off these universities. Columbia University. He joined the faculty of teachers. He joined the faculty at Morehouse College as a professor of African American Studies, a contributor to Fox News. He's been on O'Reilly Factor, CNN, MSNBC. He's also the host of the syndicated television show Our World with Black Enterprise. He joined Huffington Post as a host of Huffington Post Live. He's an activist. He's an author. He started literacy programs with the use of hip hop to get people or high school kids more engaged in education.
Sheesh.
I mean, he's done an extreme amount to land with us as a family over at VH1.
Right.
The one and only good friend of mine, my colleague. We co-hosted the Red Carpet Show. Heather, you was there at Hip Hop Honors.
Yeah, I was there.
Marc Lamont Hill.
What's up, everybody?
Yay.
Marc Lamont Hill.
Man,
Welcome
I'm
to
so
the
glad.
show.
I feel like I made it, man. I've been watching this show I always wanted to be on this, man. So
That's
this is a blessing, man. I love y'all. I love this show too.
I say to congratulations because you've done something I've always fought to do, is not to be boxed in or marginalized, if you will, because people draw certain perceptions and think that you only have one lane that you could work and live in. But here you are, man. I love watching you on these political channels, like when I see you on MSNBC and Fox, and you challenging these people. Some of the dumb shit they say.
They say dumb shit all the
to
time.
Politics, and some of these folks are sitting up there lying, and some of our politicians are lying, and you always call them out.
Right.
Let me ask you, out of all the networks you've been on, which ones have the biggest slant, do you feel?
So that's funny you asked that. Now I'm at CNN right now. I worked for CNN for the last couple of years, so they good, they cool.
Okay.
Direct deposit come on time. But
Nice.
honestly, I think Fox. Having worked at Fox, I worked at Fox right around the time Obama was running for office. That definitely had the most bias. I tell you, the night Obama won, we walked in the building. Election night at a political establishment is like the Super Bowl, right? We train, we have rehearsals, all this stuff, right? I come in there about 5 o'clock to get prepped for the election of 2008. And it looked like a funeral had happened. You know, I'm black, right? And we always worried about Obama's going to get shot or something coming in, God forbid. So I walked in there, it's like, oh, my God, we got some bad news for you. Everybody come to the conference room. Everybody in there, I mean, the bosses, the presidents, everybody in the room, producers in the room, they're like, we got bad news for everybody. And I'm thinking some shit happened, like somebody got shot. They was like, he won. Obama won. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why y'all sad about that? It was just me and the janitor. The janitor was like, you know, everybody else was like, we celebrate. Everybody was looking sad. And they said, look, guys, I know it's bad news. Because you kind of know early who's going to win. They was like, we're going to call it around 8 or 9 o'clock. But don't worry, we're going to spend the next 8 years or next 4 years making life hell for him.
Yeah.
What?
And that's literally the conversation I had in the Fox News meeting right before the election, 5 o'clock on November 4th, 2008.
Wow.
And I remember like seeing Sean Hannity right at the RNC, and I like Sean as a person. But he said to me, he's like, yo, Mark, can't believe this guy won. He said, I did everything I could to stop him. He said, I threw Jeremiah Wright. I threw this, I threw that. Yeah. I mean, he was like legit, like fucked up, like that he won. That he still won. I mean, they're so invested. And we all got our own political investments. We all have our own politics. But to see a news outlet operate as the communication arm of a party, as opposed to whatever. You can say what you want about CNN. Some of us are liberal, some of us are conservative, but we do our best to present news. MSNBC has a slant, no doubt. So I'm not saying MSNBC is above Fox or anything like that, but I had never seen such calculation.
Yeah.
You know, but I'll tell you one more thing real quick. I don't hate on them because they're organized. And sometimes I wish we were more organized in a way. Like you be on Fox News, you debate somebody 8 o'clock, noon, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. you had the same conversation.
Yeah.
They got the same talking points, same jokes, same stats, because they have a meeting every Monday, at least they used to, and they would share ideas. Even if they didn't like each other, they would share ideas so that they could be on the same page and carry the same thing out and vote together.
Yeah.
We don't sometimes do that. We in too much infighting. We don't worry about the bigger picture. And so I learned a lot at Fox,
Yeah.
but they definitely the most slanted.
How do you explain, because these candidates both are extremely polarizing. Some people love them. A lot of people hate them right now.
Yeah.
But how do you explain like the closeness in the polls, like that there isn't one, decided candidate that's ahead of the other? What's going on right now in our climate?
I think the biggest problem is that both candidates are not trusted and both candidates are not liked. So people, any other year, if Donald Trump were running for president saying he's going to ban Muslims, you know what I mean, making fun of soldiers, making fun of disabled people. I mean, anybody could run. I could run, you know what I mean, and win.
Yeah.
But they don't trust Hillary. The email scandal's a problem. The Benghazi thing is an issue. I think it's not it shouldn't be an issue, but it's still an issue for some folk.
Yeah.
And so it's like a race to the bottom, and people don't really have anybody who they feel connected to. Unfortunately, people don't feel connected to Hillary, and some of it's not fair. Some of it is just because she's a woman, right?
Yeah.
Just she's accomplished, Secretary of State, Senator, did all his work, but to some extent, because she's a woman, they want a certain kind of performance that she's not going to give. I think that's unfair, but I think there's some very legitimate criticisms of Hillary Clinton that haven't been fully addressed. And until we do that, we're going to see that race to the bottom. I think as we get closer to October, people are going to make decisions. There's a lot of undecided voters, and at some point, people are going to say, "Look, I got to choose somebody." I'm a Green Party supporter, so I'm not choosing either of them. I made a decision. I can't in good.
So you're not going to vote?
I'm going to vote for the Green Party.
Green Party candidate.
I'm supporting Jill Stein, the Green Party, because I can't in good conscience vote for either of them.
Okay.
I just cannot. I can't hold my nose and vote for any more.
I'm not going to say that's a wasted vote, but
Right. That's what you say. I ain't going to say you're making a dumbass choice, Mark, but
you wait out. So how do you go? Because this what happens on his show, which makes it so fascinating what you're doing. You're able to tie in real life issues that we're dealing with in our today's society, domestically and globally, and then you can sit down. You can say all you just said, and then sit down with Stevie J,
and that's my man too, man,
and make it serious. Yo, Stevie, man, blah blah. How do you transition?
Because I'm a whole person, and I think that's the part people forget. Like I do politics during the day, but when I get in the car, I'm still gonna play Schoolboy's album, right? Schoolboy Q's album, because that's what I really listen to. I don't gotta pretend to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really watch Love and Hip Hop. You know what I mean? I really watch Basketball Wives, right? So it's not hard for me to talk about that stuff. I grew up in North Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't grow up in a suburb. I went to public school. So my experiences have always been regular black people experiences. And I never let that go just because I happen to care about what's going on in the Middle East or what's going on in our domestic economy. Like, they're not competing claims for me. I like to do both of them. And as a host, one, I have fun doing both.
Yeah.
But also, I want to talk to different audiences. You know what I mean? Like when I'm on CNN, I'm talking to a certain kind of person. When I host BET News, I did a BET News special yesterday, me and Melissa Harris Perry. It was a great special on the convention. Yeah. That's a certain audience, right? But the people who watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta need to be organized too. Yeah. They need to be challenged too. And they might not be watching the stuff that I do. So last night on VH1 Live, I talked about Melania Trump being naked on the New York Post cover. And what I said is, that's not a reason to not vote for Donald Trump. Because women should be able to do with their bodies what they want. And Donald Trump doesn't own her, so you should not vote for Donald Trump, because there's plenty of reasons not to vote for Donald Trump, but what his wife does isn't one of them. So I'm able to talk about sexism, patriarchy, all these, slut shaming, all these complicated issues to the audience that just wants to see somebody get a drink thrown on them. Yeah. So I'm able to do that and then go back to CNN the next morning. It's a grind physically, but to me it's worth it, because now I'm trying to bring all these people together so that we can educate. We entertain and we educate. That's what KRS-One did at his best. I mean, that's what our culture's about, right? Entertaining and educating at our best. That's what I want to do.
Marc Lamont Hill, ladies and gentlemen, you get it? You see what I'm saying? VH1 Live every Sundays at 10 p.m.
Yep.
On VH1. Man, with that said, man, because you could go from the highbrow to the lowbrow and everything in between. We got Celebrity Wire coming up next.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
We're going to get your commentary. Shade 405.
You know you love celebrity drama,
Don't ask me a question like that. I'm not biting.
especially when it's caught on camera.
No! Don't shut me up!
It's time for Celebrity Wire on Sway in the Morning.
Oh, God, here we go.
on Shade 45.
All right, we're joined by Marc Lamont Hill, host of VH1 Live, airing Sundays, every Sunday, 10 p.m. on VH1. Mark, give him your social media. If y'all want to speak to him directly, do it.
Marc Lamont Hill on everything. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, just Marc Lamont Hill. And don't forget this new book. It's called Nobody. It's in stores right now.
That's right, man. He handed me that book. How long ago did you hand me that book?
Like a month.
Okay.
It was right before the Golden State Warriors lost.
Oh, no.
Damn, Mark.
Oh, no. That's a great
Oh, this hater. Let me tell you about this hater, first of all. Let me tell you about this hater. No. Marc Lamont Hill is a hater.
He promised me the Golden State was going to win.
He's a hater, though. But let me explain to you why.
Okay.
When I saw him at the red carpet at the VH1 thing,
right.
first thing he did is start shitting on Kevin Durant.
It's bad.
Because Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
What do you expect him to do?
Go to any team but the Golden State Warriors.
But you should go to the Warriors because they beat you. You're not,
Exactly.
There was some code or something. There's some code of morals and ethics and professional sports.
If you from the hood, if you walk in that street and your homies get jumped by somebody,
Yeah.
the next day you don't join the crew that just jumped him like, yo, dog, you're on your own now. Like, shit, they
how
can
much
fight.
if the crew paid me, how much money did he? How much? $40 million? How much money did he make?
The same he can make everywhere, man. He gets a max deal. He could have got the money anywhere.
There's internal problems that we don't know about. For Kevin Durant to leave Westbrook, there's some other shit happening.
I agree. But
Okay.
Go to San Antonio. Go to Boston.
San Antonio.
She's a Spurs fan.
Are you from San Antonio?
No.
Then I can't respect it.
See, that's what I'm
I don't want to hear no
You a
dude.
76ers fan?
Yeah, and I'm from Philly.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
too bad.
we gonna be all right.
Obviously,
Simmons, we good.
You're gonna be good in a couple of years.
About 5.
All right.
Right.
Anyway, so Marc Lamont Hill has joined us.
Yeah.
What we got is Celebrity Wife.
Okay, let's talk about Soulja Boy and why the hell this dude's got to keep his locations to himself, especially when you're going to be showcasing obscene amounts of money on social media because your ass is going to be front and center for an attempted robbery. This is facts that I'm stating. So, according to TMZ, Soulja Boy, he had a birthday. He turned 26. Happy birthday to you. Whoop, whoop. He had a party. Now, it was at a studio. So, he spots a black Ford SUV outside of the studio. Quick little mental note, doesn't pay too much attention until a couple hours later, he's like, okay, this black Ford is still there. No one has left the car. One of his boys goes outside to explore. A guy named Killer J. He's also an artist if you want to Google that. So he goes in front of the car and then 5 people hop out and say, yo, where is this Gucci bag with the money? Killer J, because, he's very loyal to his guy. He's not going to give anything. He ends up getting shot in the arm.
He didn't give up the bag, Marc Lamont Hill. The Gucci bag with the money that's probably been posted all over social media.
Exactly.
It's like a blueprint. It gives you a map to how to rob, Number one, because Soulja Boy, every time you look at a picture he posts, it's stacks of cash, right?
Exactly.
Would you have given up the bag? Nah. You would have held the bag. I got a gun on you.
I mean, all right. This is some manhood shit right here. Like,
Okay.
I just can't be on national TV like, yeah, I'd have ran that shit, dog. Like, in private, I can't say what would have happened if no cameras around. But
Yeah.
Would you arrange your shit?
Yeah, man.
See, that's maturity right there. He comfortable in his own skin.
Right.
Yeah, I would have ran it, and because I could always make more money. I definitely wouldn't have put my life on the line for a bag of cash.
But it was Soulja Boy's cash.
It's Soulja
Oh,
Boy's
I'd
cash.
have ran Soulja Boy's
but cash.
cash.
Yeah, okay. Because he got more.
Yeah, it ain't mine.
Yeah.
Technically, I didn't get robbed. Soulja Boy got robbed.
Okay, good.
Fuck my man.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's that hashtag fuck my man.
All right. Moving to something a bit lighter. So hilarious, HB. So Tyler Perry, he's trying to hold the crown for being the best boss in the industry. So, his studios are out in Atlanta, and 2 of his staffers who have been really on their jobs, he decided to congratulate them, to give them a form of a raise by putting them on his private jet, taking them from ATL to Denmark, not only to see Beyonce live, but to meet her. Hugs, kisses, handshakes, photographs, all of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Anybody at VH1 take you to do that yet?
I got a coffee mug.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope.
It
man.
wasn't even, it was like plastic.
Really?
Yeah.
That means they're really investing.
Tyler Perry's the man, dog. I love
Yeah.
that shit. I don't care why he doing it. That's great.
Yeah.
We need to do that for each other.
I like Tyler Perry just in general. I love his story, what he's been able to accomplish. He's gotten a lot of backlash from some of his workings, but I think the dude is brilliant.
Right.
Clearly, he's making all that money. I mean, the movies have gotten better.
Yeah.
I can sit through a whole one now.
Yeah.
Hey, big shout out to improvement. Okay.
He said a whole one.
Right. Medea go to the bathroom, whatever this shit is. Right.
No, I see what you're saying, but he found his audience because he started out doing plays, like little
Yeah.
plays in different small, and then they grew and grew, and bigger actors and actresses started to sign up. Angela
That's
Bassett, different people got in this film, so obviously.
Yeah, no, deadass. I like him. I actually like his
he's
movies.
dope.
I enjoy
Yeah.
him. I find him entertaining.
He wrote them while he was homeless in his car.
Yeah.
All right, moving over to a really quick music story. So Mike Will made it. He sat down with Billboard magazine and he went back a couple years to talk about when people were criticizing him for working with Miley Cyrus. People were saying that he was enabling this cultural appropriator, yada yada. So this is what he said. All I hear is, yo, that shit you're making ain't hip-hop. People told me that Miley's 23 wasn't hip-hop. But let me tell you, she went in and owned that track. She smoked more weed in 1 week than most rappers I know. And then he went on to say whether someone wants to label his music as hip-hop or not, the most important thing to him is it raw? Is it real? That's it. And y'all can decide what bin you want to put it in.
Cultural appropriation. What they say about him?
That he's
he
an
was
enabler, yeah.
An enabler?
Exactly.
Yeah. Who isn't?
That's tough, right?
Yeah. Who isn't an enabler?
Who isn't enabling this, man?
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem with white people making music.
Uh-huh.
I ain't got a problem with them making hip hop music. Make it in your own lane, make it in your own vein, and it's cool. If I don't like it, I just won't buy it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Miley be appropriating sometime though,
Yeah.
and it's like she turns it into a spectacle. You know what I mean? Even when she did that twerk thing, and what makes me mad is America then gets fascinated. Like Miley's doing this dance, she's twerking. Like I don't want to see. First of all, I don't want to see Miley twerk because there ain't nothing to twerk. But beyond that, I mean, just being real, just for me, this is my aesthetic choice. I would prefer something
more bouncier.
twerkable. Yes. But just say
shut up. That's a new word.
But it's like they become obsessed with what we do, and then they let them become like the voice of it. So Eminem got bars. Eminem's a beast, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like I heard people say like no one has ever used these types of complex rhyme schemes before Eminem entered. It's like Kool Keith was doing this shit way before them. Black Thought Pharoah Monch is Eminem's father. You know what I mean? Like
G-Rap.
We were going down the list.
Yeah. Right.
So that's my issue. It's not that white people do it; it's how they do it and how we respond to do it. It's like sometimes we think white people ice is colder. You know what I mean? And so we just love it more when they do it. That's what I hate.
That's what you hate?
Yeah.
And then Eminem, the difference too is Eminem will tell you, nah, man, I've learned from Pharoah Monch, G-Rap, so on and so forth.
Right.
Marc Lamont Hill, thank you for coming through this morning,
it's my pleasure, man.
Hey, man. So everything about this dude is 99.9% with me. Except for the Warrior talk. That's it. He would have been 100. But other than that, so make sure you.
I'm just glad you came out of witness protection after y'all lost to Cleveland. Because I couldn't find. I saw this dude before Game 7. I told him how the Cavs was going to win.
Yeah, I was talking a lot.
I texted him, came by. Nobody was in the studio. He had a cough. I thought he had Zika or something, man. I couldn't find him. Then Kevin Durant popped out. All of a sudden, he was good again.
Yeah, I was good again, man. Kevin Durant saved my life. Hey, y'all can really reach Marc Lamont Hill directly at
Marc Lamont Hill everywhere. And again, check out this book and check out VH1 Live. The book is called Nobody. It's in stores everywhere. It's on Amazon as well. And VH1 Live is every Sunday, 10 p.m. only on VH1.
Tracy, how can they reach you?
Twitter, Instagram, you can find me over there. I'm very, very easy to speak to. At it's Tracy G, ITS-ACYG.
Have the B.
At the Happy Hour, WHB on Instagram and Twitter. Citizens, we looking for our 1 million subscriber. Sway.
Where we at? What number we at right now? The YouTube channel got somebody look that up. What number are we at, OQ?
Oh, okay.
And give out your social media while you're at it.
992,000, right?
Yep, that's what we're looking at right now.
900? No, we're not. Look at it, all. You just taking a word for it. DJ Wonder.
At DJ Wonder everything.
Okay.
What is
it? Just say it.
The Taylor Bennett interview is live on SwaysUniverse.com.
All right, cool. We had Taylor Bennett, Chance the Rapper, came by the show and said some really impactful things, and it got to become really emotional and tearful. And we aired the 10 fingers, 11 fingers. I called it 10 plus 1 on Friday. But today, this morning, the interview is up live now. You want to see it for yourself. You can reach me at Real Sway on all platforms of Sway Calloway on Snapchat. Oh, what's the number?
Well, I stand corrected. We're at 994,000.
Okay, so 6 more thousand subscribers to make it to 1 million, and then we're gonna select one of our citizens. I'm gonna fly you, no matter where you are in the country, you and the guest, to New York City, put you in a hotel, give you some loot to eat.
Nice.
And then bring you on the show and let you just co-host the whole show. So we're looking for more subscribers, 6,000 more, and it could be you. Until tomorrow, we have nothing left to say.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45. give her